So I want to talk about another mistake that I made in this queen rearing process. So as before in some of my videos, you've seen I had quite a few of these Nook boxes around here in this area. Before I show you what I did, I'm going to kind of explain it. So I had some of these mini mating nooks. They had drone layers in them. They didn't have a queen in there because either the cell didn't take or something, whatever the reason is. So the mistake I made was when I came and was looking through these and found my mated queens, I took the ones that had drone layers and I just opened them and I shook all the bees out on the ground, and then I just picked this up and took it with me and left it. Well, what that did was cause a flood of bees to have nowhere to go. And so what happened in return is they all piled in to the remaining nooks that I had that had mated queens in them. Well, they overrushed them, or they overpacked the boxes, and as you can see, this is the result. There's nothing in these boxes. They straight up left. And I believe that it was because I dumped about 5 of these worth of bees on the ground just right over here. And then they all, when I came back, I drove by a little later and they were all on these boxes, and I thought, oh, that's all right. They're fine. They'll, what'll fit, and the rest will find somewhere else. No, I was wrong. They decided that there was too many bees and they left. So I lost 2 mated queens to that mistake. This one doesn't have much nectar or pollen. Another one I lost, I was wondering if it was because they swarmed, because she laid out real fast. She laid the whole box up. And there was already quite a few bees in there. So what I learned from this lesson was, if you have a mating yard and you have extra bees that you don't need, don't dump them all in one spot, because then they're going to go in, especially with these mini nooks. Maybe if I'd had big colonies, big, deeps or double deeps, it would have been a different story, but I didn't. Like this one had a check. This had a mated queen in it. And in my video, it probably showed. See, in my video, I had that success. But now, nothing. Completely gone. See, this one's still got a bunch of eggs in it. So this one, I kind of wondered. Let me flip my camera here. I'm gonna turn it off and flip it. Oh, actually this, okay, I'll flip the camera and show you this one. All right, so this one is actually, it was one of the drone layers. See all those eggs down in here? I do remember looking through this. I could not find a queen. I searched and searched, and there was yeah, there's not many on here. It might have been this one. I know sometimes when the queen's brand new, she'll lay kind of a funky little pattern, but I had checked this one enough that I should have found the queen, and all the other boxes that I had were, they were laying out real good and decent. And this one has, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's quite a few eggs in these cells. So this was one of the ones that I just took and I shook all the bees out. I forgot to take this box with me, but I must have closed it because they didn't come back in here. But anyways, I reached out to another queen breeder that does this, and he says, yeah, that was probably it. Another thing that I think it could have been is, after day 1 of them laying, I got in and marked the queen. And what I should have done was wait until they had some larvae. Oh man, look at those ants. So I marked them, and I wonder if I marked them too soon. I wonder if I changed the pheromone of the queen too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm up in the night for thinking that, but that was one of my thoughts. Was she was so new to the colony, and as soon as she was back, I jumped in here and covered her in paint and put her in there, and just so happens I lost some of my colonies. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments, people who have had something like this happen. But this one I believe actually still has a queen in it. Yep, it does. And I'm actually going to catch her and take her down and introduce her to one of my other colonies. So anyways, another lesson learned on queen breeding. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go join my dog there and do the same thing. It is so hot. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think below. Let me know what, you know, did they just abscond and leave? Because there was no bees left. They were completely gone. I did overpopulate the heck out of them by dumping all those extra bees out. They had nowhere else to go, so they piled into these boxes. So I don't know. Let me know what you think, and we can discuss it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. I'm down here going to requeen. I got an ex-bad requeen. This colony hasn't been with a queen for a little while, so I'm going to drop in one of these mated queens that I've grafted and hopefully get this colony boosted up and going. Not much activity up here at the top. It's getting pretty small. I'm gonna put her down here for a minute and see how they kind of start taking to her here. See if they look like they want a queen or if they want to kill her. Well, there's a few there checking her out. They're not flooding to her like I thought maybe they would, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I know they're queenless, so I thought they'd maybe be going right over her, but it's been a few minutes since I put her in here. They're gathering, they're getting around her a little more, so, but they sure ain't going over. I just stuck one in this one too. I should have filmed it, but they were all over her. I don't think in a bad way. I couldn't see them trying to sting or anything. They looked like they were trying to reach in and help her, but anyways, let's see how they do. Woo, it's hot. I'm sweating. It is, I don't even know how hot it is. Truck says it was always a little off, but 96 degrees. It's a dry heat though. I feel like I'm about to experience some really humid, really hot weather, but I'm super pumped, so we'll see.